Cider Days is an annual event held in Springfield, Missouri that broadcasts all the beautiful artwork and unique businesses. Today, we took a deeper look at what those business owners have to offer.
I sell apparel and any of my designs in forms of apparel, print, stickers, jewelry. I always tell people that I never grew out of loving arts and crafts as a kid. So I started out selling my prints, and then really just, it was over quarantine where I just kind of got antsy and wanted to do something creative. So I learned how to screen print and then just kind of took a whole bunch of mediums under my wing and figured out how to do a bunch of different things. So my process from start to finish is all local and handmade. Every piece is touched by me. I don't outsource anything. I just hope to make things that people like and something that connects with people my age. I love coming to these and seeing the new people and then seeing people who've come back and they, always come back and say, hey, I followed you on Instagram and I'm back here. I'm just really thankful to all of my customers, so I couldn't do it without them.
Now, let's discover what this soap maker has to share about her creations.
I sell handmade goat milk soap and car diffusers and candles and wax melts. I'm a historical reenactor and I belong to a historical reenacting group that are teachers. So I actually teach making soap over an open fire in a cauldron. I do what's called soap dough, which is little designs made out of other soap of characters and things on top of my soap. After 25 years, it's kind of, I've got my own following and I do my own thing, and so really not much of a challenge anymore. I make what I like, and if I don't like it, I don't make it. Just come and see me.
Soaps and candles sound cool? What about the handmade pottery from Clay Beard Studio?
I sell handmade pottery. I have been full-time on my own selling for about 4 years, but I've been making pots for about 10. I started throwing pots in college. That's kind of where my love of clay started to bloom at that point. And it just turned into a really big passion of mine, and eventually I had so many pots that I was like, I gotta start getting rid of them. What makes my business unique is I try to make as many things possible that you can still use, so function is at the top of my priority list. I think the biggest challenge for me is knowing what people want, because I know what I want, and what I want is 90% of the time not what people want. My favorite part about owning a small business, probably making my own hours, work around life instead of making life work around work. During the winter, that's where we sell most of our stuff. We're selling online. So yeah, claybeardstudio.com. If you need anything over those few months, there's always, presents and birthdays and Valentine's Day in there, so yeah.
Next up, Miss Brenda Woods shares her art dated all the way back to the 1700s.
They're called floor cloths. They are rugs. I wish to supplement my husband's in my retirement, and this is one way to do that. These rugs are done in the 1700s fashion. It is a very, very old art form that many people do not wish to put the time in and do. And that's why I enjoy it. These are made out of a 12 grade industrial or commercial grade canvas, and then they are painted repeatedly, and then they are sealed. Just enjoy your day here.
Lastly, this cancer survivor shares her story of how a hobby bloomed into a growing business.
Yeah, so I design and print and cut and fold all my greeting cards. So I've got birthday, holiday, all that stuff. And then I also sell stickers and prints. So I'm a teenage cancer survivor, and when I was in the hospital, I made greeting cards for my nurses, and it was just a way to get through that. So I was 17 at the time, and so it kind of just stayed with me. I like to make stuff that I like. So instead of getting requests for, oh, I need this or do this, I'm well, if it resonates with me, I know I'll enjoy making it. I'm hoping to get my cards in more stores, hopefully double by next year. So that's my big goal. Yeah, if you have any interest in art, talk to other artists that you admire. You'd be surprised at how much information they would give you.
Make sure to check out Cider Days next fall to meet all of these business owners and hear their stories.